Hi guy, do you know that the coming film on Mary worries the Catholic, and they want certain group of Christian and even the Muslim not to see it because there is something in the film that is not true. Well, they can say to the Catholic, maybe, but to Muslim, don't worry so much because it doesn't affect the Muslims. If it's not true, it doesn't matter. But Muslims know who Mary is. There's a chapter in the Quran on Mary. So many Muslims know who Mary is. And for the Catholic, they know who Mary is, but they set a rule who Mary should be. So that caused the problem. They set a rule who Mary should be. That caused the problem. Because if Mary is not what they had expected, then it gives them problem. Of course, the filmmaker want to make a true story of Mary. And of course they dig up into what historian tell about Mary. They are not interested in biblical story of Mary. Of course, this Catholic want to see a biblical Mary because they are interested in salvation. So they look at salvation. So what is the requirement in the salvation? So their requirement of salvation, Mary must be immaculate. So that is the problem. So what happened if the film saw that Mary is not immaculate, or them immaculate is Mary don't have husband, Mary don't have children other than Jesus. That is biblical story of Mary according to their biblical belief. But surprisingly, the other sect, Christian like Protestant, though they have the same Bible, but see it differently. They say these Protestant, they don't worry. They still get salvation, whether even though Mary is not immaculate, they still will get salvation from it. So Mary being immaculate or will not influence their getting of salvation. So they don't worry, and I don't know whether there had been debate going on between Protestant and Catholic. The Protestant says Mary had husband and children, but then the Catholic debate against it, saying, no, Mary didn't have husband. Mary didn't have children. For me, I rely on a book which is Gospel of Barnabas. Quran didn't say, Quran only say that Mary gave birth to Jesus without having husband, but Quran didn't say that after that Mary get a husband and marry, and didn't mention about Jesus having sibling after she got married. So that detail but not mentioned in the Quran, but Muslim believe that a married person value of worshipping will be higher than the value of worshipping of unmarried person. And in Islam it is encouraged to get married. I know the story of a priest becoming Muslim. Then the first thing they said to the priest, we will look for you a wife. And the priest was happy. So the Muslim even look a wife for a priest that had converted to Islam. So the reason is, when the new convert pray to God, the value of his prayer will be 70 times more than the value of the prayer of the bachelor or unmarried. So we don't have to, Quran don't have to tell Mary is married or not, but that is enough indication to tell us that Mary would marry or would look for a husband, because she had this knowledge as well. She had this knowledge of, if she have her husband, the value of her worshipping to God will be multiple. So is she being knowledgeable about religion? So and also her parents who were pious would encourage her to get married, or she knew already the value of getting married. Oh, so it's not hard for Muslim to believe that Mary would look for a husband. Actually, in the Gospel of Barnabas, after Jesus was born, Mary was looking for a husband. And she thought about this person named Joseph, her cousin, who was also a pious man. So she proposed, actually she was the one who proposed Joseph to marry her. And Joseph said no problem. So they were married soon after Jesus was born. So by the rule, 40 days after Jesus was born, she got married. So they were married and they migrated. Jesus and Joseph became husband and wife, and they migrated to Egypt to escape from Herod. So they stayed in Egypt for 7 years. When they heard Herod had died, they came back to Jerusalem. And I expect when they come back to Jerusalem, 7 years. So in that 7 years, Mary could have 2 more children. So they went to Egypt, and when they come back, 2 more addition to their family. So when they come back, 5 members in the family. And of course, she is like giving birth every 2 years, one child. So she is a romantic woman. Oh, I don't believe she is not a romantic woman when every 2 years, one baby. So 7 years in Egypt, how many? 2, maybe I got underestimate, maybe 3. Let's see, 2 years. Okay, I can take to minimum 2 babies extra she carry from Egypt. So when they went to Egypt, from the photo, she was on the donkey and Joseph was pulling the donkey. Joseph was walking and pulling the donkey, where Mary and Jesus was on the donkey. So by the time they come back, and I believe 2 donkeys. So 1 donkey, Mary and the youngest baby, and another donkey carrying goods, and the brother, or the smaller brother, the younger James maybe was on that donkey, and maybe Jesus, being 7 years old, a strong boy, maybe walk and pull the donkey. So quite a happy family traveling back from Egypt to Jerusalem. So I don't know whether how the film would look like. I would like to see the two donkeys back, from one donkey going to Egypt, then back two donkeys. And I would like to see as well Jesus pulling one donkey, helping the family. And to 7 years old is already strong. It's already strong to pull the donkey, already strong to walk long distance. So this is what I imagine the film is, that Jesus pulled a donkey from Egypt to Jerusalem. Okay, guy. Oh, why? Okay, now I have to say why Catholic is worried about it. Because it's to do with salvation. Because for them, for Catholic, for salvation, they make a category that Mary must be a virgin for life. If not a virgin, then their salvation gone. But for the Protestant, it doesn't matter. Their salvation is still intact. So they don't worry too much. But how come one still think of salvation and the other thing your salvation is gone? So you fellow Catholic, if you want to retain the salvation, come to Protestant. So I believe their worry is more of Catholic convert to Protestant. So Catholic is losing followers, and Protestant would be gaining followers after the film. I'm not sure whether it will happen. That is their worry. We don't know. We'll see what will happen after the film, whether it's true that Catholic will lose followers because no more salvation, and Protestant will gain followers from Catholic because Protestants still offer salvation and Catholic can't offer salvation anymore because their belief must be immaculate. And maybe that is their main worry, losing of followers to Protestant. But it's not the Muslim problem. Muslim is not affected by it. And Muslim more likely to believe is more practical for Mary to look for husband. So, and having more children, because sex to Islam is a gift of God. So, gift of God to men, because God is very proud of sex. God is proud of his creation of sex. There is a verse in the Quran about spurting semen. Man semen spurt, and God is proud of that creation. There's even a verse mentioned in the Quran. The spurt of semen. Do you know that who created the spurt of semen? God us. So meaning that God is created the spurt, and he is proud of that creation that man enjoyed. Prophet Muhammad had been saying, in this world I enjoy to think woman and perfume. So even Prophet Muhammad had been saying she enjoy woman. So guy, thank you for very much for being with me.